Hello, welcome. You're about to witness the destruction of a 4070 Ti. It's going to be the end. Going to be the last time I can ever use this GPU. Going to be testing it out in Alan Wake 2 at 4K, so... I mean, absolute crunch time. Be interesting to see how close it is to a 4080, I guess, but... I mean, VRAM is going to be a huge problem, probably. Like, straight away. I'll first check it out. We'll do 4K with DLSS quality, frame generation, everything. Just see roughly how it performs at that. But we can check out native as well. Probably going to have to run it at maybe balanced or performance, I should imagine. We've got everything maxed, path tracing, all of that. I don't actually think it'll be as bad as I think it will be, because I think we did a similar thing in Cyberpunk with this. And although it's not amazing, I don't think it's... I always, for some reason, think it's going to be worse than it actually is. Obviously, natively, it's definitely not going to happen, but... I always think it'll do a lot worse, even with DLSS, than it actually does. GamerStar, hello! Just saying, yo. I don't actually remember where I got to on this. What it is I was doing. Oof. I'm pretty sure though that's where it's not loaded, because that frame time don't look right to me. Remember when it was doing that thing the other day? Oof. You know, it was doing that weird frame time thing. Do you remember? But I mean, that was... We pretty much came to the conclusion that it was because of VRAM. That was the problem, which is obviously going to be in... That was happening on my 4080, so that's going to be even more of a problem on this with 12 gig. Alan Wake 1. Nice. I actually watched a... I watched like a recap of someone playing it. Didn't realise how old it was. Oh, I mean, this is... Not looking good, bruv. Maxed out on the VRAM. I'm sure this is not loaded, though, because that frame time does not look right. For, like, frame generation is definitely... Drop it down a little bit. See if we can make some sense. This, This ain't right. Something's not right. Something is not right here. So we're getting 20 FPS there. Let me just restart the game quick. I know it's low FPS and we're expecting low FPS, but that frame time is making me think that it's doing that weird loading thing. Where it's not actually loading like frame generation and stuff. Because we had that happen last time. I'll just restart the game really quick. Not completely convinced by that. $11 gig VRAM? What do you mean? WTF? I mean, we're playing at 4K. It's probably using about 17 gig. But we've only got 12. Right, let's try it again. I'm seeing this the same issue we had with 4080, so I'm not convinced. I've left it on performance. It was saying before we were getting 20. I've got a feeling when I load it back into it now, I bet you we get higher. If not, maybe it is just fully chalked. Yeah, it's just chalked. It's doing that weird thing with the loading. So at performance, we're almost getting just about 60, which will mean it's going to be kind of hard to test because I think it's going to break it every time. There was an update. There was a patch for this game. I thought maybe that might have got fixed, but... So at performance, we're just hovering round about under... Well, we're under... Well, into the 40s now. The 40s, 50s here, 60s indoors. Have a little look around. But yeah, you can see power consumption now is up to 220. When it was not loaded in earlier, it was using like 120 watts of power or something.
Come on, Casey.
Super weird.
No answer. David.
But I do think that's a VRAM thing. We saw the same thing on my 4080 as well, didn't we?
Pick up.
With 16.
Hey, this is David.
Still looks okay, even at DLSS performance, it looks alright.
It's urgent. Please. Why isn't David answering? Is Logan all right? How does this all work? Has the horror story already gotten her? Wake should know.
Don't forget to use the janitor's bucket to alternate between characters. Yeah, I remember. I'm going to now just try and switch the DLSS setting up a little bit. So the FPS we were getting earlier at quality wasn't right. What were we getting? 10 to 15. That wasn't right. So at balanced we're getting not really massively less, but you probably see it hit into the 30s on balanced. And then you're probably looking at maybe 20 to 35 or something at quality. I can dip down to that, but that's probably roughly where we'll be. So double what we initially had because it hadn't loaded in. Definitely a weird problem with that, but frame time now obviously looks alright. I'm kind of surprised RAM. I thought maybe we'd be using more RAM. Because there's no way we've got enough VRAM here. Even at performance or ultra performance, we're still probably short by like 1 or 2 gig. What is that? Unlucky Domino, hello. Now I need to get back.
The show that Artie fella put on today, eh?
I loved it. I had half of mine.
Yoko, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis.
How do I get back to the town? You can normally do it in the car, can't you? Unreal Engine 5. This isn't Unreal Engine 5 though. Is it even one new Unreal Engine 5 game that's optimized? Yeah. The Finals is Unreal Engine 5. That plays really well. There's another one as well. There's an actual quite old game that came out, one of the first Unreal Engine 5 games.
Not done here yet.
It was a little bit of a like forgotten about game. Rock City, is that what it was called? That was Unreal Engine 5, like one of the first ones, and that actually ran alright as well. Okay, I think this car is how I get back, is it? Okay. RoboCop, yeah. RoboCop's not too bad. Apart from the crashing though, like RoboCop doesn't have like a FPS. It's not loads of FPS, but it's also not terrible, but it has a massive Unreal Engine 5 crashing error problem, at least from what I've seen, and a lot of people have commented on my on my last stream saying that they have the same thing, like a lot of crashing and stuff. I think I can go back. Let me just have a quick look at quality now. Drop down to quality as well, but we should see it. It's obviously going to be low. Hopefully it doesn't break it again. So yeah, it was about twice as much as what we had when I first loaded him. Because for whatever reason, it was doing that thing again. But actually not as bad as I thought it would be. This is actually not massively far off a 4080, really. We had to drop down to performance on the 4080 just to get 60 as well. So it's actually not that far off it. Obviously doing it at much less power as well. Shelton, hello.
I don't think everything's okay.
Path tracing on this. Yeah, path tracing. Right now I've got it on DLSS quality with everything completely maxed out path tracing. Frame generation, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. It's actually not as bad as I thought either. I thought it'd be worse. I thought it would be completely unplayable unless ultra performance or something, but it's actually not that bad. I thought VRAM here would be a massive problem, but it seems to be doing alright with it. Let's go back. So we could actually probably get away with the same preset as 4080, basically. Which is kind of crazy.
Alan Wake. My name comes up, your books come up, you come up. I've read them. There are echoes of my life in there that makes me feel like someone's been watching me.
Oh my god.
What happened to Alan Wake? The unanswered mystery. Never expected to find you alive.
My head's killing me.
You haven't got any crashes with RoboCop, you're lucky. Seems like a lot of people have. I didn't have that many. I had initially crashes trying to boot the game up. I had like 2 Unreal Engine 5 crashes, but I think then after that I played for about 3 hours. I didn't have a single crash.
Someone gets hurt, it's kick-ass material for the next one. Shit! Spilled my coffee.
Take it you're not a fan then, Agent Casey.
This is not your playground, and I'm not your fucking creation.
It doesn't work that way. You can't make something out of nothing, even in a dark place where the rules hardly apply. It's very complicated to make fiction come true. I saw visions of what's happening, what will happen. Dreams. I tried to use them in my writing. I understand how dangerous it is now. Even with a
I don't know if it's YouTube or my internet, but it keeps pixelating.
I think I stopped writing.
Seems fine my end. It looks fine to
I
me
gave up.
on my YouTube.
But there's a manuscript. Maybe I forgot not to write. The dark place makes you forget. I just want to fix this. Find a version of the story that fixes everything.
Shut up! Get down! FBI!
We want the rider! No one else needs to get hurt!
Fuck off!
What's the stream quality like for you guys? Is it alright? It seems alright to me.
Scratch! It's close!
Stay down!
Wait! I need a gun!
No chance. FBI!
Can you make sense of this without playing a... I just watched a recap on YouTube.
It's coming!
Oh my goodness, look at my frame time. My frame time is all over the place. But yeah, no, I watched a recap. It was quite intense recap, and it did all the DLC stuff too. I think there was loads of other games or DLC between the first one and this one. And to be honest, I still don't completely would say I fully understand every little minor detail, but I get the general gist of the story. Funny seeing how different the graphics are, though, in the first game. I know it's obviously a lot older game, but... People complain the graphics in this are crap, but you should look at the first game. Oh, no.
What the fuck?
Max Payne 1 and 2 remake. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I've never played the Max Payne games.
I had escaped the dark place.
Seprin, hello. I don't know how you pronounce your name, but hello.
Scratch. He was here, in Bright Falls. I could feel him as a growing pressure in my head.
So we've still got on quality here. Seem to hover around even like 30 to 40, which is
What did he want?
really not that bad. Apart from that weird VRAM error we've got. Same thing obviously with 4080, same thing on this. Probably would be the same thing on... Well, it'd be the same... would it be the same thing on the 4070? Maybe not, because we'd obviously definitely use 1440p for that. This is why I say this GPU is...
I needed to find Casey. We were on the same side.
It's not really either. It's neither 4K and probably overkill for 1440p. It's just like in this weird area. So we got attacked by the... Seems like he's probably defended himself. We're getting quite a bit of stuttering here. Frame time's not looking too good. Yeah, no, I'd say... I normally do 4K on this because then if it is really bad, I can always drop it
I
down.
need to protect myself.
Most people probably would use 1440p for this, but I'd say to just get a 4070 for that case. Like I said, I think 4070 Ti is... Obviously, if you want higher frames, it's worth it, but it's very expensive to play 1440p when you could just get a 4070. I think the Ti 16 gig or whatever they're calling it, 4070 Super, that comes out maybe next year. Puts a bit of a spanner in the works, but then the 12 gig to me is kind of just completely like, what's the point? So look at our frame rate here though, 25. Definitely gonna have to wait, what? No ammo? Oh no, it's doing the thing again. See, look, this is the VRAM thing that it does. Look, it's happening. It's happening. Probably the worst time for this to happen. Look at the frame time. Oh my! But now it's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be permanently screwed. I can't even pause the game. I'm about to get clattered around the head. This is probably the only way to fix it. We obviously, like I say, had the exact same thing happen on 4080. I think it's VRAM related. Can I do testing with ARC cards? I did do, but I got rid of my ARC card. It was nothing but headache. I'm gonna exit out of this and just try and dodge immediately. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to reload the game, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reload the game. I'm hoping it saved it. Let's try just boot back in. This is the only issue though, with messing around with the settings a lot. Why is it doing? I'm not exactly entirely sure, but I've seen it. I think it's like just a VRAM related problem. I think it spikes. It spikes VRAM if it's effectively trying to render everything in. It almost seems like it. I've only ever seen it happen in games with path tracing, but because our VRAM's already maxed, I'm thinking like when it's trying to load stuff, it just breaks everything. Basically, we're maxed out 12 gig, and then it is demanding whatever on top of that. I think it just falls apart. Look, you see it's happening again now. Happened to me. It happens to me in Cyberpunk too. I'm gonna have to reboot the game. Happens to me on Cyberpunk with like lower VRAM cards to what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to do stuff that demands like, it's like 16 gig on the 4080, same thing happens when you're trying to do 4K path tracing. Because you're right on that limit. Like, it's not a specifically technological answer because I don't really know exactly what's doing it, but it always happens whenever I'm doing path tracing games. So like Cyberpunk, it does it, but it only does it on lower VRAM cards compared to what you need. So 4080, 4070 Ti, 4070 it doesn't do it too much because you're at 1440p. It doesn't obviously demand so much VRAM. Obviously 4090 and XTX and stuff are fine because they have 24 gigs, so that's enough. It never happens on those cards. But restarting the game and then not changing the settings seems to kind of help a little bit sometimes, but it's weird. I've seen it before happen to me in 8K as well, which kind of lines even more to that it's a VRAM thing, because when we're doing that, we're using 24 gig on, say, a 4090, so probably they patch it. Well, you can't patch VRAM. You can't download more VRAM. Right, I'll leave it on performance for a bit. I don't want to mess with the settings too much because it'll just keep breaking it. If it keeps doing it, I might have to drop down to ultra performance. Seems like we're right now.
That's Casey. He was still alive.
I'm not entirely sure. Have I got to definitely do that? We need more ammo. No. Yeah, because we noticed lowering the path tracing setting on this game doesn't really reduce VRAM that much. The only thing that does is completely switching it off. Yeah, I mean, path tracing on all these cards, generally you'd be alright. You're just going to drop about probably 2 to 3 gig by switching it off. What have I got to do here? Just run? Gonna have to just run. Ammo, 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 ammo. Home, go, go, go!
Were they letting themselves be taken? Or did the dark presence not discriminate?
Okay, they won't take damage. How did I somehow just use all the ammo?
The pressure in my head was unbearable. Scratch was getting closer.
Okay, that's not doing anything. Or is it a pistol or something?
Casey! Look out! It's him!
Oh my god. Up to 200 FPS.
The pressure eased off. Scratch was further away. I could think again.
Have I heard about the Avatar game? Yeah.
Casey, I'm... Casey!
Everything is maxed out, yeah. god.
Elmo?
Suggy, don't understand.
Crazy this thing is reaching 24 gigs of VRAM. Is that what I was saying? No. 4090 has 24 gigs of VRAM. At 8K, you'd be using 24.
Wait, this is my case.
This is no longer an FBI investigation. The case has been transferred to
On this, at 4K with everything maxed, realistically, you're probably using 15 to 16.
Noted.
We've only got 12, though.
Bring the evidence and paperwork from your field office to our base of operation at the sheriff's station.
Probably at performance here using a little less, 14, 15 maybe.
The clicker. I can't trust them with it. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay, then your work here is done. Hey, you did well.
Wait, my partner, Agent Casey's MIA.
We'll look for him.
But yeah, I was just referring to the issue we were having. It seems to only happen when you're like maxing VRAM out, basically. I've only seen it in path trace games and when you're doing 8K.
Fuck this. I was so close to getting the clicker to wake. I'm not done here. Not until I find Casey. Not until my family is safe from this horror story.
Micro voice, yo! Oh, I still didn't turn off those notifications. Different song? Smash my protein shake.
Tor and Odin were in the photo with the clicker. They might know how it works. I'm off the case, but I can still visit family.
Go and do the Alan Wake thing. Yeah, but I can't get back to the I tried to go back to switch to Alan Wake because it's in the bathroom or whatever, isn't it? But I can't get back there. I tried to get back to the house, but that's when the cutscene happened, and now we're here.
Fuck you, you fucking hag. Fuck.
Shit.
You can
Something
still
is
go
off at the
back.
Nursing home.
How do I get back? I'm in a completely different place now. Oh, is that it there? Check out. I'll check 1440p in a sec. Just want to play for a little bit without it doing that bug thing. I think at performance seems like we're probably roughly going to be alright with that. Hopefully it doesn't do it that much. So this got attacked, but did it get attacked in like the like real world? Doesn't seem like it. Is that it there? That is it. Is there anyone in here? Are they still sat at the table? No. But we can go in here. Can I save it? Save it. Will I test Silent Hill 2? Yeah. Don't think we're getting it till next year though, are we? I've got it on my wish list. That frame time gets whiplashed so bad when you get those like
I
scenes.
wasn't able to escape.
It's just absolute chaos.
Dark presence
Every time it happens, I think the game's gonna crash. GPU's probably wondering what the hell is going on. Look at our frame rate here.
I had seen the title page of another manuscript.
How do I open the drawer?
I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
Increases max amount of health. Jeevan, hello. Out here, Prominer. Yo, happy Saturday. Thanks. Was watching the a little bit of the Man City game as they was winning 3-0. Restores 5th to each shot using the... provides 10% to stun enemies. Right, just unlock some of that stuff. Plot board?
The plot board was empty again.
What's the thing? Right, oh.
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site.
Tell you what I am excited for though, Control, that game, Control 2, if they're doing that.
But still
I enjoyed that game. And we know that's gonna run, that's gonna be impossible to run. That and Hellblade 2. I just know Hellblade 2 is going to be... It's Unreal Engine 5, isn't it? That's going to be carnage.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten.
I hope it runs well, but it's not going to.
I could take control, no more surprises.
Maybe we get surprised. It's not obviously coming out for a while, so maybe more time to polish it, but the first game is really hard to run.
It was locked from the other side.
I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat. But
Do I think Newcastle are going to cook Arsenal? I hope so. Because Arsenal, you know, I hate them. Anything to keep them away from Tottenham is good for me. Because Tottenham have got Chelsea on Monday.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice.
What the hell is happening? What the... Oh, that guy with the eye patch. He's from the recap. Isn't he? That's that guy. Yeah, that guy there. There was a guy from the recap with an eye patch. It's got to be the same character. What is this? Graphics are still, even though we're at DLSS performance, I think the graphics are actually still pretty good. Obviously, ray reconstruction helps. We do definitely have that on, don't we? think we do. Yeah, that obviously definitely helps image quality wise. Definitely looks a lot better at DLSS performance though compared to a lot of games. Do I remember if there are any good sales on CPUs last year? Oh, I can't remember. I don't really have a look. I never really pay too much attention to like Black Friday sales and stuff. I imagine there will be loads. I imagine there was loads last year. Control had parts like this as well. It did, yeah. That bit where there's like heavy metal music and you're kind of running through that moving like room. You know, it keeps moving and changing. I remember that. Where do I go? This is me tonight. Out on the town. Believe it or not, I've got better dance moves than that. One too many space muffins. Do you know if you can get banned using anti-lag on Warzone? Oh, I don't. I can't even boot Warzone right now on these drivers. I don't know. I know it was doing it in Counter-Strike, wasn't it? Give him a speech.
And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much. I had to get away.
There's a ladder. Ah. The face of creation. Okay, we're in that weird area that we were with the subway and stuff.
But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Just say you lived a jaded lie.
I wonder if I'm going to get wrecked on the copyright on this. Probably. Maybe not though. It seems like it's created by the game. Where do I go? Can I not put the light into that? Can I go back? It won't let me back. Oh, it's lighting up these, is it? Oh, I went the wrong way, I think. Yeah. Can we do the car? This is trippy as hell. I'm gonna do the zombies. Probably. I'll check it out. I mean, I've spent like 50 quid on that on the Modern Warfare 3, so I need to get more out of it than the campaign. Probably check out multiplayer and everything when the game releases next week. This reminds me of the Tenacious D song. I forget how it goes. So this is when he goes to the lodge with his... Is it his wife or his girlfriend? I think it's his wife. $50 quid. Yeah, it was 50 or 60 quid, the standard edition here. Flare gun. $39.99 on... I'm talking about Modern Warfare 3. I'm not talking about this game. Yeah, this game's 40 quid on Epic, yeah. I was talking about Modern Warfare 3 and on Steam. I'm not sure. I think it was 50 or 60. I can't remember exactly. Oh my god. Oh. Ah! Why did it just spin me round like that? That was really weird. Damn. That guy was hiding. There's another one. Oh my god. I'm going to run out of ammo. Give us the solo. Alright, I'm out. I'm out. Quick, 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 quick. Quick! Is that no ammo? What was that? Gonna have to keep running. Oh god. Oh my god, there's so many. Just get me out of here. Did the recent game update? I actually don't know what I didn't see any patch notes on what it was. I mean, it feels... I didn't really have any issues with performance anyway. Do you mean just like total FPS? In terms of actual stability of, like, consistency of frame time and stuff, it's been alright for me. Choppier on this, purely because I'm pretty much pushing this GPU right now to the absolute limit. So it's struggling quite a lot. But in terms of like path tracing, you're not really going to be able to patch that. Not really going to be able to make any significant difference in FPS.
A vision.
They're probably just patching like a couple of bugs or something, I should imagine. Oh, not again.
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here?
It's doing that thing again for me though.
Remember, there was a manuscript, it held a key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender.
So like, my frame time's gone all crazy. It's doing it again, I think. It does its just weird loading phases. Let's try ultra performance. Leave it on that for a little bit and see how it goes. Yeah, look, it's fine now. So then if I now go back to performance, seems to fix out. So you go from 30 to 40 to 80, you know? It's weird. Alan, wait, yeah. They should have this on Broadway.
You have to find your way out to bring this song to its end.
Apple UK, yo. This is so weird. Is that guy with the eye patch from the first game? He is, right? Is that supposed to be the connection? Joe Blogs, yo! How's it going? Ro here, hello, I'm good, how are you?
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger.
Okay, is that the janitor? This guy always creeps me out. Just the way he just sings to himself. Can I talk to him? How far into this game? About 9 hours. Don't have a percentage, it's just I've played for about 9 to 10 hours, I think. Pat, hello. 12 gig VRAM at a concern. If you're going to run everything maxed out with path tracing, it is a concern, yeah. The only way this is possible for me right now is with DLSS. I've got DLSS on performance. 4K path tracing and everything, with everything maxed, uses like 15 to 16 gigs of VRAM, so 12 is definitely not enough to do that. Unless you lower the DLSS presets, you won't be able to do that. But like you can see here, I'm getting away with it. With DLSS performance, I've still got everything max, path tracing and everything. You know, you can roughly just about get away with it doing this. Right, is that it then? Have I done that bit? So yeah, 9 hours, 40 minutes. And I've now done exactly 10. Look at that. Oh my, exactly 10. So I can go back. Do I want to switch again?
It was all about me. This performance the dark place was putting on.
Answer the phone.
I had no control over it. I knew how utterly lost I was. The payphone was ringing again. The mystery caller was back at it. I had to find out.
Alan Wake? Do you know who I am?
How the fuck could I?
Whoa! There's that famous temper.
It's been here since you first watched the stream. Oh my god, sheesh!
Around refusing to tell me who you are.
Thanks for watching. That's gone quick, isn't it? Time flies real fast, yeah. I suppose this time last year was all the 40 series just craziness. It was all racing, wasn't it?
Did you visit Parliament Tower? Did you find anything there?
Kind of feels like a long time ago.
Alice is in danger. Scratch is reaching out to her, and there's another manuscript. Not initiation, return. I saw the title page. I don't remember writing it.
Return? Oh man, this is what we're after. The Scratch can't have it. Our survival, the survival of the fucking cosmic everything depends on this. Come to me. Ocean View Hotel. I left my room key for you. It's right there on the payphone. Remember, the dark place works in loops and rituals. If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in.
I think image quality as well isn't too bad, I was saying. Even at DLSS performance, it's not that bad on this. Sit there at 11.5. Yeah, I think it's probably using over. More than likely. We're sat at 11.8, but it's almost definitely using more. Seeing the RAM a little bit higher than normal, so obviously it's probably spinning a little bit. I do want to just switch to 1440p quick and just have a rough look. So with performance and stuff, we're hitting about 60. If I switch to 1440p, hopefully that doesn't break my stream. It shouldn't do. And then if we go, I'll put it back to quality. So at 1440p, it'd be pretty nice to play 80 FPS here. DLSS quality. Probably, we'll try native 1440p as well. It'll probably be under 60 though, maybe just. Probably like, if we're hitting 90 here, if I switch DLSS, oh no, actually we would be under 60 with frame generation as well. But obviously going to be a lot more durable at 1440p. Where did he say I had to go? A hotel. Ocean View Hotel, that's right here. Oh, wasn't this the place where he lived? Isn't this the building he lived in? Oh, it's different
The
here.
Ocean View Hotel. My destination.
This is a different area. Yeah. There was a big tower, wasn't there? Even up over 100 FPS. VRAM though, still pretty much maxed, even at 1440p.
What did the mystery caller
Power as
say?
well, still pretty high. Is this ultra? This is ultra 1440p at the moment. DLSS. I was just checking out
With only
1440p.
dream logic to lead me to the hotel, I looked to the neon signs for guidance.
Follow the mirror peak neon sign. But we'll have a little. Let's have a look around on. Try out native 1440p with everything completely maxed. So yeah, just like I thought, just under 60. Probably going to get dips down, I would say, in areas into 40s probably. But it is doable. The alley? Yeah, no, I know. I was just having a look around with the FPS. And I can check it. So yeah, just gonna hovering in the 50s to 60s. Not sure if we're going to need that light or not. If I now switch path tracing off, should get some pretty decent frames. Up into the 90s, 80, 90. That's like an extra 30 to 40 FPS. By switching path tracing off. $40.80 seems to be. Is it worth? It's. I mean, it's basically going to depend what you're using it for. Fluid motion is it's not actually even officially out yet. I wouldn't buy an AMD card right now purely for the basis of that you could use fluid motion. It doesn't officially release until next year. It's not really in any suitable working state, I would say. Like if you buy an AMD card right now to use fluid motion, you'll probably be quite disappointed, I would say. It's still in beta. Like there's no guarantees it's really going to work properly in a game. Obviously, we get FSR 3 in games now, so that's a benefit. The lighting on that looks really good, even with path tracing off. I think the 4080 for me, you know, obviously ray tracing wise, that's going to perform a lot better if that's important to you. And then the only... Oh my god, who shot who? Oh my god. But is that real or not?
I was dead tired. I just wanted it to be over. It was all my fault. I'd had this dark place in my head for so long. Sometimes I'd forget the pain was there. Like it was the way you were supposed to feel. I was not in a dark place. I was the dark place. The source of it all. The vessel. Me and the writer. We were the same.
I think 7000 series. I think it's now available on other AMD cards. I'm pretty sure they updated it, didn't they?
Getting into my head.
I think.
Poisoning me with
I could be wrong. Sometimes it's hard to remember every. I think the ultimate goal is to have it working for. But I think they released it in October for 6002, didn't they? I'm like 95% sure they did. I'm sure I read that. But like I say, like I did some more recording with Ark, the new Ark game, Survival Ascended, and the finals. And honestly, fluid motion frames. I know it's in beta, but it's not good. It doesn't work. It doesn't work properly as far as I can see. Like in the finals, it's dreadful because it has this massive issue with movement. So like whenever you move, it doesn't, like fluid motion frames just doesn't work for me. So like I can double my FPS if I'm standing still, but as soon as I move, I get less FPS than I had before. And obviously in a game like the finals, that's just utterly pointless. There's so much movement. Like it's a worse experience. Same with Ark Survival too. As soon as you move, it just doesn't work. Which, yeah, it's pointless. Obviously, you can't even have it. I'm not going to just stand stationary in a game. We need FSR 3 really in these games. Like I don't know what happens when it officially all comes out. You know, hopefully it's going to be a lot different and works properly. But I much prefer having FSR 3 just in the game. Like I hate having to switch on all this driver level stuff. Like I think from a user perspective, it's not really. That's not really. I can't imagine that'd be massively popular. Like the hassle of all of that. Personally, for most people, probably won't be bothered. But Carlos, I'm new here in Brazilian. We've got a new subscriber. Thanks, I appreciate it. Go back to 4K. I will in a sec. I think someone just requested to... So we got path tracing off. And you wanted to see DLSS quality with that, yeah? Oh, I actually just realised. We had frame generation on still. My bad. So this is now native 1440p with no path tracing. So it's about 60 for that. So with path tracing at 1440p, we were looking at like 20 to 30 less than what we had. So still had frame generation on by accident. Whoops. What was the request, though? DLSS quality, was it no path tracing? DLSS quality. Oh, it's some weird combination of things. What is it? DLSS quality frame generation. With ray tracing. Without... With this off. Wait, you want this off as well? Already, these settings in this game really bug me. So it'll just do that, won't it? So I assume you want this, direct lighting unticked, and I assume you want this off as well. This is all indirect lighting. Oh no, wait, what did you say? Indirect lighting option. So you want direct lighting on, yeah? So, looks, we're getting over 100 FPS. Where do I go? Back to 4K? Yeah, I will in a sec. Checking out some different options. Oh no, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. I can't see.
You can't stop the story.
So yeah, it looks like you pretty much stay above 100 FPS, really. I'd say you probably don't really need 100 FPS in this game. Like, I'd probably switch path tracing and stuff back on, because you can get at least 60 with everything on. In my opinion, you don't really gain that much by having 100 rather than 60 in a game like this, but obviously it's up to you. Manual save. Because if we even just switch that back on, that back to high, for some reason it changes shadow detail as well every time. We're still, you know, we still have fairly high FPS anyway, even if we switch all that indirect lighting to high. Drops us by maybe 10 to 20 FPS.
It was locked from the other side.
Which, for me at least, I don't really notice so much of a difference between 90 FPS and like 110. It's not really a massive... I'd rather play maybe with everything maxed out, for me at least.
I could see the Ocean View Hotel. I was getting close.
Can I get the light back in? What's the point?
Lights affected where the door led to.
Is that where we were? Okay, now I'm on the other side. So now I can get down and go around, can I? 50 FPS. Yeah, it's not like a game with high movement. So I think as long as you're in and around close to 60, to be honest, I'm happy with that. If I can max everything out, I will, you know. Why do I hear someone singing or something? What was that? Here we go. Does this take me around? Nope. What's the point in this? But yeah, so that's 1440p. I will check because I got it slightly wrong because I had frame generation on. What was it? It was do native 1440p with everything, no DLSS and path tracing, everything maxed out. It's probably going to be looking at like 30 FPS, aren't we? I think. Got about 60, so maybe like 30, 40, something like that. We'll check it. Yeah, there it is. What was a good guess. So that's everything completely maxed, natively 1440p with no upscaling or anything. Right, let's try and figure this out. Use the clicker. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. No, wait. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, aren't I? We good, bruh. We made it. It's obviously going to be 111, isn't it? No. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? No. Alright. Any numbers anywhere? What's that? Arrow. No. What is this I'm seeing on here? Gotta be a number scribbled down somewhere. There's some sort of light source. Where's that?
I could use that shotgun.
Shotgun? Where's that?
The bar menu caught my eye.
Is it one of these? 2050? Could it be that? What was the shotgun he's going on about? There it is. Can't pick it up. Inventory full. Well, that could be a bit of a problem. Flashbang. How many slots is it? How do I move stuff? I'm gonna have to smash down like a trauma pad. Whack that on. Oh no. How much space does it need? Is it 4? God damn it. Can we join these? Quick slot. I didn't actually sort that out, did I? I assume you can unlock these. That would be a... I mean, should we just chuck some of these flares? Because I've got 4. How many do you need? Oh, God. How do I chuck it? Don't you just love the way that I play games? This is how it's supposed to be done. Oh, come on. No, no, no. Move. Come on, come on. Here he goes. Here he goes. We got it. We figured it out. Right, I'm going to switch back to 4K for now. I think we've seen that enough, haven't we? Get the we're going to put it in performance first, just so it doesn't break. We could actually maybe try dropping maybe 1 or 2 of the path tracing settings. Maybe drop it to medium or something like that. Let's go back to 4K. So we'll leave it at performance for now. Is it going to load in? Hopefully. All right. You're going to load in? That's not loaded. I'm going to drop that to medium. See if that fixes this whole loading everything in. Okay, seems like it's done it in the menu. Will it do it in game? No. Oh, come on. Ultra performance should work. See? Ultra performance is fine. As soon as I now go to performance, it loads it in the menu. As soon as I go in game, though. Okay, it's loaded it now. All right. Okay, let's leave it at that for a bit. Meanie, hello. Right, what is this? What is this code situation? What are we guessing that it is? 2050. Negroni. Oh, he's picked on... He's picked on the wrong person there. Damn. $20.50. No. The hotel. Oh, is that a name of a drink? Van Murik, hello. Which was... What was the hotel called? Ocean View. $25.50. We almost had it. Wait, it's got a... oh, no. Was it $25.50? We had $20.50. We were at one number off. Could have slipped, you know, and it would have worked. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Got my shotgun. Oh. Not really feeling the latency either, although our frame rate's really low before frame generation. Not really feeling too much latency, which is good. Decent power consumption as well, like pretty much just over 200 watts. See, we got, I think, what's the TDP on this one? Is it 285, I think? Is it 285? That's probably about right, because I think the 4080 is like 325. Yeah, 325 or something like that, is it? VRAM says 11.5. Yeah, but it's maxed, basically. You'll never see it hit 12. Like, normally there's like a buffer. The fact we're using 18 gigs of RAM, I think we probably have some of it spilling over there. We're definitely using more than 12. With these settings, probably using more like 14 or 15, I would say.
More games. Was the film a message waiting to be played?
Make sure to drop a like on the stream as well, guys. Almost at 50 likes. See if we can try and hit 100 likes by the end of the stream. That'll help me out. Memory swap. Exactly, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared.
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing. Am I standing still, or running, or kneeling?
I wonder how long all this took to, like, film.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker. A celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is return so important? What?
Alan, you always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions.
This reminds me of Cyberpunk with the...
Dreaming up our transcendental...
With what's his face?
Here, in this room, in this room, in this room, in this room, in this room.
I can't think of it. What's the actor? Mine's gone blank. Memory swap. He's just referring to when you're using more VRAM than you have, you tend to use then more RAM. It'll just use more RAM if it doesn't have the VRAM.
And that is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratchy's...
Your wife is safe, back in the real New York. But Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Lord Akato, yo!
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it. An idea nagged at me. I could almost reach it.
How do I line this up?
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can it get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story.
What's through this room? Is this the way I came in? It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
I would start at the entrance lobby.
Get ready.
The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
Alright, we got a map. Got another vision thing. That's the other way, isn't it?
So you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Chinese Queen, yo!
You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate.
How's it going?
Across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board.
Decent, what about me? Yeah, I'm good.
It will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
Oh. I was looking through games. Oh no, my GPU's struggling now. Stuttering quite a bit. I was looking through games that are like, you know, upcoming releases on Steam. You know, when you click upcoming releases, I've now got a wish list that's just like so absurdly long. It's quite funny. Yeah, it's starting quite a bit then. I think, can we save it in here? Here we go. Safe haven. Ten and a half hours. Whew. Right. What was I looking for? The next murder site? Only thing is, there's so many rooms. I get super lost. Supposed to be doing the map. I've also got the shortcut thing actually now, haven't I? John Wick looks kind of scared. Oh, I can't look at his face.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant.
Wait for next Friday for Modern Warfare. Do we know if the zombies comes out? I assume that comes out then as well, does it? Alright, we got these symbols. What do you play, play Call of Duty on controller or mouse and keyboard? Plot board, we need to go to the plot board.
The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft back at the beginning, but closer. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft back at the beginning, but closer to my goal. I couldn't add a new element from
back at the beginning.
I have to go to the scene.
I forgot about doing that. I forgot about doing all that plot board stuff.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
Missing a key. Denise, hello. RTX 5090? No, I wish. You play a mouse and keyboard? Are you absolutely cracked out of your mind? I always found mouse and keyboard really hard on COD. I guess it's what you're used to, isn't it? I've got to surely do something with these symbols on here, no? Can't get into any of these rooms. 108. Is there anything I can do with those symbols?
I didn't have the key.
Pretty good FPS, yeah. We've got some pretty good FPS now. We've got it on DLSS performance though, and I've switched path tracing down to medium instead of high. Seems alright for the most part on this. Oh, we can go this way. No, we already came this way, didn't we?
I was both solving the crime.
What's this scene? 108. Let's do that, let's do that. I like the way that changes. So yeah, I can do it here. I see it pops up in the bottom on it when you're actually near one. Like the way it changes like that.
The prop room had been changed from room 1.
Move these props to room 225 for later use. There's a key.
The troop were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed.
Can we get in here now? What rooms were locked? Oh, we've got to go back. Have we got to go back? Not a tryhard. How dare you insult me like that? I'm joking. I wouldn't say I'm a tryhard either. I just, controller's way easier. I'm like way, I guess it massively just depends what you're used to. Way used to controller. Normally get paired against a lot of the time your own input methods, so if I'm on controller I normally get paired against people on controller, you know. Obviously that's not really completely worked out in recent because I think the lack of players in Warzone kind of made that matchmaking not quite work properly, but for the most part,
needed to find the key.
on the beta when there's lots of players. I normally get paired against like console, you know, because the controller. I think that it aims to do that as much as it can, I think. It only gets messed up when if I play with a friend and he's on mouse and keyboard, it messes it up sometimes, but... Move these props to room 225. So where's that? Did we get... Should we maybe check that out? That's on the second other floor though, isn't it? I'm thinking now we've opened that room, if I go back out of the plot board, take that off. Now let's maybe check that room. Can I actually kill these on them? Anything interesting in here? No. Doesn't seem like it, does it? COD Ghosts. I never really played that properly. I played a little bit of multiplayer, but... Oh, wait, I'm on the second... I'm on another floor. Oh, it's like a loop. Was it 225? $220. Where's 5? Oh, this was 5. Wait, what? Can I get in any of these?
It was locked from the other side.
Try all these rooms out. Oh. This is such a maze.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began.
Right, plot board. Yeah, I think I played a little bit of Ghosts multiplayer. But I don't even... I'd have to actually look at some gameplay. I don't actually even remember it. Is there anything else in here? 219. What's in 225 now? That was that's 224 now. Okay, 225 still that thing. Oh, okay, the doors are open. Those were locked, weren't they? Load it! Ah! It was the best COD campaign. Ghost, was it? I don't think I ever played the campaign. Isn't there... Oh, there's another door. With nothing in it. What about this door? Can we go in there? Playing the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, it did make me kind of nostalgic, want to play the older COD campaigns.
time we set upon the road that
Wanted to replay 2019 or something. Isn't there a thing in here? I thought there'd be a thing in here because there's an arrow, but...
heartbreaking, nail-biting, absurd, and thrilling. Sometimes all of these things at once. A haunting new season of mind-bending episodes.
Right, what other doors can we get in? In this one? Nope. Have we been in here? Haven't been in there, have I? What's now in those rooms? Are they locked now? Oh, I've messed up. Right, what is the objective still? Find the murder site of the hotel. We do have some, do I have some tapes? No. I must have missed some doors, maybe. Creep me out. Ballroom. Here we go.
Shit!
That was close. Alright, here we go.
The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
Oh, we can save it. Almost 11 hours. Whew. I wonder how long the game is in total. Let me take the mic. I don't think there's really anything in here, is there? Doesn't seem like anything. Oh no, I hear the cleaner.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
There's another key. All these doors are... Have we got another plot board thing?
It could not be opened on the side.
How do I do the light? Ritual. Why now? Oh, have we got another one? Ballroom. I've got another one. That'll be it. That's it right there. And it's doing that bug thing again. It's bugging it. It's bugged out again. Let's try and fix it. Ultra performance, let that load. There it is, it's loaded, 100 FPS. Back to performance. Let that load. Now go in the game. No. Is it not going to work for me? That's fixed it though. Switch path tracing on and off and that's fixed it. Where's the ballroom? Even switching it to medium, still getting that. It seems to do it the most when I switch in and out of the map and stuff like this. Which I saw it on Cyberpunk do that too. Like when you switch it in and out of the menu is when it starts the issue. So it must be where it's like propagating path traced, like rendering or whatever. Like lighting out of the menu. So when you come quick out of the menu and then it causes it to maybe spike in VRAM and it's just like... That's when it bugs. It's got to be something like that, because like the exact same circumstances in other games as well. All games with path tracing, though.
The cult in the play was called the Cult of the Tree. With their deer masks, they were the backwoods echo of the cult of the words urban horror.
Now, do we think we can get in those locked doors? Worth a go. They were on the right. They were here, weren't they? The janitor's in here.
I didn't have the key.
Still can't get in there, though. What about that light? What room was the light in? There's one of these, wasn't it? Was it this one? Not this one. Which room was it? I can't remember. Was it this one? It was in here. Now let's try it. Oh, there's probably got to be a key somewhere. There's no idea where that is. Can we get in there? No,
It was locked from the other side.
Oh wait, it's just figure out what's in the ballroom. What does it say? Figure out what happened in the ballroom. Okay. Do that first. Do we sit down? Or? Oh no, we probably need a plot board, don't we? We got anything else? Alright, there's got to be something in here. Let's sit down or something. Maybe take it off. Or actually go on stage and do it, do you reckon? Now let's try it. Oh, it doesn't. It pulls you off of it. There's got to be something I've missed. Oh, here we go. Play schedule. Oh wait. Move to room. Rehearse in room 219. Move to room 202. Do you reckon? I think we already looked in 202, didn't we? Oh, okay. Investigate rehearsal room 202. There we go. 4090 can't run Stalker 2. Whew. Do we have a release date on it? It's going to be hard to run. I mean, is it? Do we know if it's got ray tracing or anything like this? Jan, thanks for subscribing. This was the room here. Rehearsal room. Here we go.
Was affecting reality. Another vision, another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? And why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't.
Wonder how this would do on your 7600.
You don't want to ask me.
Well, obviously path tracing off, definitely. 1080p.
Yes, that's a trope for a reason.
Probably it could play it, but you're probably dropping some of the settings down maybe. To obviously depending on how many frames you want. Definitely no path tracing though. Because the game, even without path tracing, is quite demanding, but you could make it work. Definitely at 1080p. Use FSR as well, maybe. I'm not sure if you'd want to use that or not. You could definitely do it with that.
Come on!
Oh god, I'm out. I'm out of batteries. What's the goal? What's the goal now? Perform the summoning in the ballroom, right? I'm stuck. What am I stuck on? Thing is I'm just gonna have to make a run for it. Run! Can we get in here yet? Shall I save it? Oh, we've got a key. Oh, room 101. That's on the other floor. Is that on the other floor? Or is that magically? Yeah, this is 209. We definitely don't have that one. Do we go back down and check 101 out? I might do that quick before we do the summoning thing. How do we get back down? Was it 202? Was it this way? This has not gone right. How do I get back down? I don't remember. I can't remember how I How did I get off the first floor to the second? It was the save room, wasn't it? Oh. It was this room, 225. Was it? Yes. Right, 101, here we go. Best settings 3060? What do you mean? What is these? Are these... That's flare. That's a flare. Oh. Damn it, I need batteries. Come on, what's that? Inventory full. I need the batteries. What is this? Is that the shotgun? Signal flare. If we reload... Oh, it's only one at a time, is it? If we need to upgrade. Can I do that? How do I upgrade the inventory? What's it under? Stuff. One row. That is a lifesaver. Oh my goodness, pick it all up. Got the batteries. Oh, lifesaver. I tell you, I need to quick slot this as well. But I can't pick that up. Right. More batteries. Oh yes, look at that. Sorted. What room was it to get back? Second floor. 104, is it? Yep. $4K is just too much for... in brand new games, yeah. Like I've always said, older games you'd be fine 4K. Brand new games, it's definitely tougher to run. Yeah, no, we've roughly figured out you can run this at 4K on this. I've got it at 4K here. We're here at about 60. It is doable with a combination of settings. We've pretty much got everything maxed at this point. DLSS. We've got frame generation on. DLSS performance we've got on right now. With everything maxed, and we've just set path tracing to medium, but you could actually run it with path tracing on high. With these things. Like, VRAM consumption at 4K, unless really to get it down, you want to switch path tracing off. We're probably using about 14 to 15 gigs of VRAM here at 4K. But if you switch path tracing off, you drop that straight away by like 2 or 3 gig. Like, I think if you're worried about VRAM, I definitely wouldn't be running path tracing because you can just gain a lot from just switching that off. You're not really going to gain 3 gig VRAM from switching texture quality from a high to medium. You'd be better off just switching path tracing off. You'd gain a lot more from that. Oh god.
I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
What was the nice set you got here? What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
Downloading City Skylines. No, which one? First or second? I've never really been into those games. I do have the first one. I got it free on Epic, but never played it.
This was dark, but the story had to be dark. This is not my writing. This is Scratch mocking me.
In his room, he will hurt her. Ah, the second one, nice. Oh my god. Yeah, I never really been into it. My friend's got the second one. He really likes it. But I'm not really too bothered by games like that. Performance is quite low as well, isn't it? From what I heard. And obviously it doesn't matter so much in a game like that, but it sounded like it was running pretty badly. Can I get in here yet?
I needed to find the key.
What have I got to do? That is the question. Follow the devil's trail. I assume that's going to be blood on the walls, isn't it? Still going. Is it going to here? It does. Should probably save it actually, shouldn't I? I keep having to tell myself to just anytime I get a chance, might as well save it. Where's he gone then? It ends here. Final scene plot board. The devil? What is that I hear?
The devil walked through the hotel, dragging the whole place to hell with him.
Plot board. The devil, will this give us? Oh,
Captures the
hell no.
details of the world.
Oh my god. No!
Come on!
Oh no, it's happening again. Huge, huge stutter then. Definitely stuttering a lot more. Obviously that is because we're just pushing this to the absolute limit, really. See, notice how our RAM's hitting almost 20 gig now. Definitely not enough VRAM on this. It's telling me to do the board. Wanted? No. I thought that would be the right thing we had, wouldn't it? It's not that. I think we had it on the right thing, didn't we? $108. Don't know what I've got to do though. $108. See, it's telling me to... The devil. Oh, take it off maybe? No. It's stuttering loads for me now for some reason. Right, what's the goals? Follow the devil's trail. Well, I mean, we've done that. We've hit the end. It keeps telling me to go to the plot board. Why does it say the devil's on here?
I had to be at the scene to see and understand it in order to change it.
Let's have a look around. We followed the trail. It's led us to there. Oh, there's more stairs. Go right to the top.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
What floor are we on now? 6. Getting a lot of stutters here. Oh. Oh no. 666. Oh no. Don't make me do it. I don't want to go in there. Shall I get the shotgun out?
Scratch had been there.
Oh.
I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure.
Sorry, I don't understand Russian. How do I clean my GPUs? I don't really clean them, to be honest. I've occasionally done some compressed air, like on the fans and that, but I put my GPUs back in the boxes when I'm not using them. And obviously I rotate them so much, they never really like dirty at all. Or dusty or anything.
Unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all
So I don't really need to do it.
It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Generally, my PC case overall doesn't really get that dirty. Oh god. Run, run, run! Oh my god. No! I see, well, I had some dust on the brush with a vacuum clean. Yeah, I guess that works. I use like compressed air and stuff generally for my PC, but like I say, my GPUs have never really got like dusty at all, but my PC in general doesn't really get dusty, to be honest. Like, obviously I change the parts and that so frequently. I can see, like, you know, every day I can see if it's dirty or not, and it just really doesn't get, like, I don't even know. Like, once in a while I'll clean it, but it never really gets that bad.
Not you again.
Your 5000D is pretty dust resistant. Yeah, like on mine too, I have, on the Lian-Li, you have these, like, I don't know what you call them. It goes on the outside of the case where the fans are, and it's like a vent, I guess. Would you describe it like a vent? Not really a vent. I don't really know what you call that. It's almost like a padding to stop dust getting sucked in. I don't know what the name for that is. Yeah, I have no idea, but it's like magnetic, and it goes on the outside of the case where the vents, the fans are. And I imagine that probably helps a lot to stop dust. I know on my old PC case I didn't have that, and I would say my older case definitely probably got more dusty. But even then, that I can just take those things off, give it a quick wipe, and it just takes any dust off. So, like, nothing really gets into the PC, which is decent. Right, can I now go back to that room? Because it said investigate the room, but... Dust filters, yeah, I guess that's what they call them. I don't really know what the actual word is. Yeah, I guess it's never... anything like that's never 100%... You know, it doesn't stop everything from going through, but it definitely helps. For me, at least. It stops, like, your fans just getting absolutely caked in dust. Oh, no, I didn't want to go down. No, 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 no. I guess it also probably depends how dusty the room is in general, though. Like, some rooms are worse than others. You know, if your room's super dusty, it probably doesn't help. This hotel bit is a bit scary, isn't it? Dealing with the devil. Among Us 4070 Ti test. 8K.
I needed to find the muse. The
Oh, I
murder
can't.
victim. Room 108.
108.
In the hotel. Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed.
Make sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. We're 31 likes of 100. Can we hit 100 before the end of the stream? Possibly. Hit it.
That room specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Red, what's your obsession with Among Us? Are you joking, or are you serious? I assumed you were joking, but right, I got to get to room 108. Do you ever finish any games? Yeah, finish every game. Complete it, mate. (107), 108. Ah, it's this one. We're at it though. You had to Google what Among Us was. How did you avoid that game? During COVID, that game was just like, went into the stratosphere. Everyone was playing it. Oh, here we go. Get the shotgun out. Nope. Oh. Look at the lighting here, looks so good. Can't wait to get your hands on a 50 series, same. Still a while off though. How much do you reckon it'll cost? I'm gonna have to take out a loan. I want to open the door.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Beneath the body.
No, don't put your hand in there.
Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wait. Are I still trapped? The clicker. We can feel it.
You know about the clicker. It can help us. I destroyed the dark
Boy, hello.
last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find
Second. You're gonna upgrade straight away. Yeah, I mean, I would guess that's gonna sell out like within a second again.
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find
That's kind of the craziest thing to me, though. People go, people say how the 4090 is a total waste of time, but 4090 is the only GPU from this series that's sold out within like 5 minutes, and you couldn't get one. All the other GPUs you could get.
It lasted only for a moment.
4080 maybe, some of the things were sold out, but you could still get a model. You could get one of like the lower end models of it.
Closer to escape somehow.
But the 4090 just completely sold, like within 10 minutes you couldn't get any model whatsoever. It was gone.
I had to get back to my apartment. My study. I had.
I imagine it'll be the same for the 5090 as well. Hit me with the song. Wait, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let the song play. I'm just gonna go to the loo really quick.
Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it moves forever, this road. Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it moves forever, this road. It's not meant for me. The meant only for you, I see. Wake up, it's only a dream on a winding road. Now they're in my bed, in the dark chamber of my head. I flip you over until you bed. This winding road, don't you ever let me go. Forever I am living, never play and pretend. Forever, never, wanting it to end. This message that you send to this winding road, it's just the beginning. Only the ending. Winding through me now. Only the ending.
Right. So I needed a Luso, but I smashed a protein shake. So much liquid. And I was thinking as well on the 4090, the Founders Edition, at least in England, it went from pre-order or whatever, not available yet, to sold out. There was no even buy now. It didn't even go to buy now. It just sold out immediately. It went from not available to sold out. Like, I've never seen that happen. You can even click buy now. People are doing fireworks. I forgot actually. That time of the year, people doing fireworks. Is this max settings? Yeah. Max settings, DLSS performance frame generation on. I think right now though I've set path tracing instead of high. I think I've set it to medium right now, so not completely maxed. I set that down a little bit. It can handle high. It's just, it causes me this weird bug a little bit. I was trying to reduce some of the VRAM usage. But medium, to be fair, doesn't really drop the... it doesn't really drop the usage that much. But you'll see frame rate shouldn't be too different with it on high. So everything's maxed out right now. What was the goal? Exit the hotel. In it, isn't it? In it, mate. $14.90. Yeah, no, I get like there's just way more hype for it. I just wonder though if it's just interesting that price doesn't really seem to put anyone off. I find kind of interesting. Like, I wonder if it gets to a point, like, depending on what the price of the 5090 is, just it doesn't have that same sellout, you know, people, it doesn't have that same kind of demand for it. Like, it gets to a level where people are just like, no, I'm not, you know?
Manuscript of return was the key to escaping.
I think it is a little bit different, though, and I think people are willing to spend more money for stuff, like you say with Blender stuff, like, professionals that are using that don't view it the same way of, like, it's more of an investment for their work than, you know, just like a nice gaming GPU to have. It's an actual, like, investment. So
Or had they
definitely, I think people buying the top series like that probably view it differently. So, like, not everyone, but obviously most people.
Interpretation to change that which I observed. It was all a play.
Especially like, yeah, exactly. Like people who are using it for stuff other than gaming aren't even viewing it as like
was I there to watch the shadows, or was I
an expensive gaming GPU, because they're using it for just actual things that it's actually you know, not that it's not useful for gaming, but it's super useful for other stuff. Kind of like the thread rippers, you know, like people buying that probably aren't really that bothered by the price of it, you know. If you're buying that for gaming, it's like insane, but people who are actually buying it, it's just like, for them it's probably not a big deal because it's like actually needed, or like it makes their life better. Look at the lighting on this here, that looks great. So yeah, it seems like putting it to high is probably giving us about 10 FPS less, but we are outside now. I think we're getting slightly higher frames indoors, as you would expect. What's the goal? Get to the Parliament Tower. Which one's that? Parliament Tower, right behind me. Oh, it's our apartment. It's wild how AMD rocked the processor market. Yeah, they've definitely competing with CPUs, but I mean Intel still very much own a majority of the market. I think they own 70% of the CPU market still, so definitely in competition. But I mean Intel still massively. I wouldn't say it's rocked Intel, but the actual market isn't changed really. Like 70% ownership of the market is obviously huge that Intel still have. It's not made a difference in that because of all just the partnerships that Intel and stuff have. AMD don't really have that level. I think you're seeing it you're definitely seeing supply, I think, in more laptops now, but I think AMD's biggest issue is the supply chain. Like, I don't think AMD is anywhere near Intel's level of being able to provide chips, which is obviously half the problem. To actually be able to take market share like that, you have to be able to actually supply that level, and I don't think they're up to that yet. Right, so we're back in the apartment.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room. I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Ever tried to call you but couldn't reach you? Probably just is there going to be any information here, do you reckon? It wouldn't let me use that though without there being some important information.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion.
Yeah, I think AMD have definitely made headway in CPU, like especially gaming stuff, definitely. But in terms of market share in total, I don't think they've massively changed it, because gaming is a very, very small proportion of that like overall market. So although like they've made headway in gaming specifically over Intel, like in terms of a whole market, gaming is a very, very small percentage of that. So like overall, I mean, Intel still vastly own, you know, a majority of it.
Even after he moved out west.
But that could definitely change. But to change that kind of percentage, you know, it could take a long, like, you're talking like to be able to flip anything like that, you're talking like 30 or 40 years probably. I don't know, to actually like, even to say bring that down to like 50-50, I mean, I think a lot of companies, because Intel have all these such long partnerships with supplying stuff, it's hard to break stuff like that. And I don't think sometimes, like, I think AMD sometimes don't help themselves, like, you know, when you see, you know, when the 7950X 3D came out with all the issues it was having with stuff, like, it doesn't, just that kind of issue around that, I mean, that stopped me from getting one. I didn't want to have to deal with the hassle of it. You know, that doesn't help them. It doesn't help, like, restore, like, faith in if they're providing chips for like things, you know. I think, like, maybe that puts companies off, but like the fact they still have issues like that, I think is kind of, like, they'd have to get rid of all those issues like that because it just doesn't help them. You know, to actually be able to get to that level. I mean, I'd be keen to move over to like an 8950X 3D or something probably when that comes around.
Something I needed to see, to show.
But the whole like manually, like parking cores and like manually having to sort all that out, like I'm not really massively interested in having to deal with that.
I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
What is that? Is that a photo of me? I think it was a photo of me coming into the apartment, wasn't it? Oh, this is the setup I need.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. Put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
She gone crazy. Hide behind your sofas. Oh wait, can I move? No.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Oh, damn.
Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it moves forever, this road.
Absolutely smashing through it.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
This is RAM now up to 20 gigs, so we're definitely
The memory of my edits was already
spilling
fading.
over. I think it
Terrible things would happen if the
I think it's bugged for me again. How did we fix it last time? I switched path tracing on and off, didn't we?
manuscript came true. Scratch was there.
There we go.
At Parliament Tower, undoing my work.
It's so weird.
He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
Go from 40 FPS to 80 with the same settings. Goals. Right. Well, that's easy. Words of power. I can't do it. Can we mark someone near robot by resources? Add one charge. Oh, I don't think I can do it.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Right, we're back here again, and well, the room's full of water now.
It was locked from the other side.
Switch reality. Should we go back? I think we've probably got to go back. Do you reckon we go back? F? Yeah, I think we've got to switch back. You reckon? Do I switch back? Thing is though, is if I continue here, am I missing missions if I didn't switch? Like, can I go back and do them? Yeah, the power efficiency is crazy on Intel now, yeah. I think potentially that, well, hopefully gets addressed. 15 series.
I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules. Endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wig.
Damn.
Whatever you say.
I was getting that game saved icon the whole time.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
I kind of want to switch back. Can I go back? Oh, I don't know. Do I switch back? How do we get out of here?
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
Got no batteries. Could be a problem. There's the janitor.
There is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, said the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Hearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down.
It won't let me go in here.
Playing his
Is it because I'm talking to him?
Maybe put him in your films, Tom. Like you have put me. Sehän olisi.
Graphics were so hyped. I think if you can max all the graphics and everything out, I think it looks pretty good. I remember all of this. How do we get out?
The door was locked.
I mean, all the doors are locked. Not good. Not good. Get me on the map. That's locked. Basement shortcut. Wardrobe. All the way back round. I might be able to switch. Switch back to the FBI agent. It won't let me. It won't actually let me do it, will it? It's through there. Oh, it's messed up my frame time again. Look at that frame time. Oof. Yeah, there's no way. Let me, Oh, no, that's the wrong save. That was an hour ago. No. I've messed that up there. Massively messed that up. That is so far ago. We gotta fix this frame time situation as well. That should fix it. Nope. This should fix it. There we go. Nope. All right, let's go to the main menu. Let me load it back in. What save was it? That was 6 minutes ago. 25 minutes ago. 9 minutes ago. What's the Arsenal Newcastle score? Anyone know? 0-0. That's good for Tottenham. To be honest, 0-0 would be the most ideal result. Yeah, man, this is truly just screwed right now. Ultra performance, try and fix it. It's just fully chalked. Try and get it to load back in. Right. Here we go. Then if I switch back to performance. This game's a good showcase for ray trace. Yeah, definitely. No, it doesn't seem to like performance. I think the only thing that fixes this here is a restart. Probably. Let me just restart the game really quick. It's just been bugging out a little bit like this today. Because of the VRAM, I think. It just does this thing where, like, it just doesn't load. So you can see there I was getting 20 FPS, where we should be getting about 60 with those settings. And you can see, obviously, when I go ultra performance, it loads, and then we get 60. But that should be about 80. So sometimes it has to restart it. It just... Okay, I'll launch it. Hang on. Kind of annoying. I've seen it with path tracing games though. It seems to do it with path tracing games with lower VRAM. So if I now switch this to performance, which we've got it on, we've got everything maxed out at performance, and it should be okay now. But we'll find out by 2 minutes. Load that. My overlay's not working. There we go. There we go. Turn path tracing off. It's not. That's not actually the problem. The problem is just low VRAM. Low VRAM for what we're trying to do. Different to FSR 3. In terms of what? Image quality. I mean, in terms of the upscaling. I mean, the core fundamental difference is FSR is software-based and DLSS is hardware-based. But effectively, the outcomes are the same. I think the frame generation is a slightly different technique, but I'm not really fully even clued up on understanding how AMD's work. It's called, like, what's it, interpolation? I think the frames get inserted before. It gets very technical. I think that's what that means, but I'm not fully read up on it, to be honest. At the end, ultimately, at the end, it's just inserted frames between rendered, AI-generated frames inserted between actual proper rendered frames. The outcome's exactly the same. Similar approach to how AMD deal with ray tracing. Like, they deal with it differently in terms of they add like ray tracing accelerators to like every GPU core, where NVIDIA have specific dedicated ray tracing cores. Like, it's a different technique, but ultimately the outcome is like, well, the outcome in this case isn't the same because obviously NVIDIA performs slightly better with ray tracing, but the aimed outcome is ultimately the same. It's just doing things slightly differently. But frame generation for both ultimately produces the same result, pretty much. In terms of the actual upscaling is the same. Obviously, you're just rendering at a lower resolution, upscaling to your native resolution, but DLSS have slightly better kind of AI imagery, so the quality of the image is better with NVIDIA overall than, so like DLSS image quality is normally slightly better. At quality is not so much of a big difference, but I've always said balanced and below, normally you can start noticing the image quality on FSR. FSR below balance starts looking quite bad a lot of the time. Go to the nursing home. But yeah, I'm not really that well read up on the specific how it does it, but I know it's called like interpolation. Maybe you could have a little read up on that. I should probably try and fully understand how it works, but I think the general gist from what I got is that it effectively is... It like inserts before it's rendered, where I think NVIDIA's around the other way, so I think it's like, it's all... It's all very complicated.
Oh my goodness, what happened here?
Where's this nursing home? Is that up here? Yeah. That's ages away.
They've marred a local landmark. A piece of Bright Falls heritage.
I'm just having a look up now, see if I can maybe try and explain it.
I need to look at the case board.
So from nvidia's, generate whole new frames between fully 3D rendered frames, which obviously is pretty much basically what I said. AMD's it doesn't really specifically say what I'm reading here at the moment. Upscaling reduces latency over native rendering, much more than increase. Yeah, it's not really explaining it very well. I mean, there's a diagram here that's kind of makes more sense, but obviously I can't really describe it. It's kind of complicated. Even with FSL3, DLSS is still slightly better. In terms of image quality, yeah. In terms of actual FPS, there's not a massive difference between DLSS 3 and FSL3. But image quality wise, yeah. Obviously now nvidia has DLSS 3.5, so we have ray reconstruction that also gives you slightly more FPS and also better image quality with ray tracing, so that is then obviously making it look even better and giving you even slightly more when you can use that. AMD doesn't have anything like ray reconstruction yet. Let me just run up this road. Do you think I could just run up this whole road? I wanted to go down here though, through the woods. In the forest, yeah, I'm heading back to the forest. I'm trying to find the route. I don't know what this person's doing. $4070 Ti. Well, they're rumored to be doing a 4070 Super, which will have 16 gigs of VRAM, so... How do we get out? Here we go. Here we go. Back in the forest. Bye FPS. FPS getting absolutely wrecked. Yeah, it's doing it again. It's driving me nuts. It does it when you get to areas like this. Let's go ultra performance for now. See if it keeps doing it. Uh, 4070. It's not even helping us here. Ultra performance. Maybe we'll switch path tracing off for a little bit. See if that fixes it. 4070, 7800 XT. It's really going to come down to if you want to use ray tracing or not. 7800 XT's overall way better value. There's no way I'm getting 50 FPS with these settings. This is not loaded again. What a disaster. Look, 144. There's no way this is loaded. I'm using DLSS performance with path tracing off. Surely not. 50 FPS. I was getting 60 FPS. Maybe it's just the area. Now I'm getting 70. Maybe it's just the area. I know the forest in this game is probably the hardest bit to run, I would say, so maybe it's just that. But now I'm getting 60 in the... Yeah, it wasn't loaded, surely. I'm getting 60 now. Oh no. I didn't want to do that. You give me no choice. Nursing home. It's really dark. Oh, this looks creepy.
Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news.
Let's try switch path tracing back on now, see if it fixes out. I'm going to put on performance. See if we can get that working.
The less I knew about him, the better.
Jake Snake, see you later.
I was just getting the... Oh, Saga? What's up?
Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing
This
by
is from
and
the
check it out.
first game.
Not a bad time, is it?
Oh,
I saw this in the recap.
I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside.
Good 720p card. Oh, shots fired.
I
Oh.
love the architecture.
Oh.
Victorian manner.
You say that.
Aguero. Oh. I'm just stealing stuff from the drawers.
Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone.
So one of these guys has an eye patch, doesn't he?
Norman, we have a visitor. Where are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Tor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them.
Don't know how you do it. 30 series cards, like, the cooling's not as good.
Ati, this is your home. You
What happened to the
don't need
table?
Keep cleaning. I take that mop away, but I know.
But also, I've got my fan set on auto here, so the fans are running quite high. I don't know what your fan curve's like, but the 40 series overall normally have better temps than the 30s, at least on the ones I've tested.
Why don't you go pick a song from
So this is that band, the guy with the eye patch.
Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle.
Like, my 3070 Ti and stuff would, like, sometimes, if I let it on auto, it would hit 80 degrees sometimes. Like, the Founders Edition ones, especially, weren't that great temp-wise. I am back. Welcome back. Where are these guys, then?
Need to find the key.
Very old.
I love the fact I'm just wandering around opening drawers and nicking stuff.
For Axis navies and who knows what else.
That's me.
Since they sealed the bunker,
This is literally what I look like right now.
The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it, ironically.
Here's my 8K screen up there.
They go there to
Here's my 4K screen at the bottom.
vapes and electronic cigarettes.
There's my PC.
The future is... So, the teens would drink there, do other stuff that isn't...
I love the fact that that guy's just completely unfazed that I've just walked into his room. Any keys lying around?
This is Tor's room.
Okay, we got a clue. Why is it all smashed up?
More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage?
There's so many drum kits.
And Tor's not here. I need to keep looking.
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical...
Yeah, let me just nick your stuff from your drawers and I'll be off.
I thought not.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
Odin's in
There he
bad
is.
shape.
Yeah, eye
He was
patch.
drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious?
Oh no, the frame thing's happening to me again. Why? Nothing will save it. Literally nothing. Load. No. Well, we're fully screwed. We can't go down anymore. Why does it do that? It's so bizarre. Super annoying. I have to just suck it up.
Can you hear me, Odin? Odin Addison? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin?
We could maybe switch path tracing off. Have to do that. It's just broken. This is not switch path tracing off. I've lost FPS. Well, no, I have to quit out to the main menu to fix it.
Odin's in rough shape.
But if I do that, I'll lose my save.
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water.
It's not the end of the world. I'll probably have to head off in a bit anyway.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time.
It's creeping me out.
The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak, You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening? I found a photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin. I'm starting to see it too. I've never connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more.
Right, so is he actually...
You said Tor is in danger.
Is he alive, or...?
What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver.
It's always out of VRAM, but this card, no, not all the time.
Don't let her drag him under.
I mean, any Unreal Engine 5 game we've played would be about 5 gig. Obviously, just what we're trying to do here with path tracing is really what's... Yeah, it's not enough for that, definitely.
Stop this before more people
But
get hurt.
not always, no.
I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp.
Andy, hello, open world. Yeah, didn't we? I thought we spoke about that already, didn't we?
Like Tom's writing can change the world, but the light switch will crank that change to a...
Did you ask about that already?
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake.
I don't think so. Oh, I thought you asked it at the start, didn't you?
The killing of Monica Thompson was a terrible mistake. Thornton blamed Mulligan's itchy trigger finger. Mulligan blamed Thornton's shitty pastrami sandwich.
Yeah, oh, yeah, maybe you went. Yeah, no, I said I probably will check it out, multiplayer and stuff. I need to try and recruit some of my money spent on it. After that tragic campaign, to be honest, I don't have... I'll try it out, but I really don't have that high hopes for that. Probably play some multiplayer in the zombie thing on, I think, is it Friday? But I don't really have very high hopes for that.
Mulligan and Thornton in the wreckage of the morgue.
If the campaign's anything to go by.
Thornton did his best woman's voice. I'm a stuck-up FBI bitch. I'll make a big fucking mess and get these dumb backwater cops to clean it up. Thornton turned to his partner. These government motherfuckers. Next time, Mulligan, I'll tell her. You got no clue. You let your own kid drown. You're a fucking fraud.
Modern Warfare 3, any good campaign? No. I was saying yesterday, I think that Modern Warfare 3 campaign is the worst Call of Duty campaign I think I've ever played. I don't think I can actually... I don't think there's any campaigns that are worse than that. Can't think of any. You could do it in like probably less than 3 hours if you just ran through it.
Saga couldn't accept that.
It's actually dreadful.
Was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent
Installing what? Modern Warfare 3? Don't do it. Don't do it. Delete it. Uninstall it.
She needed answers.
Don't do it to yourself.
A family visit then. No one could blame her for that.
You're gonna need therapy after that.
Trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper. The Valhalla Nursing Home, founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the old gods of Asgard fame, for their twilight years.
The lows? Oh, what, the 1% lows? Yeah, on your 4090 it'll be fine, yeah.
Cut short. Cancelled.
The actual optimization of the game, consistent frame time wise, is decent.
Before that, Balance lays the demon, a couple of others. The old men rocked like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted. His migraine flared, booze and drugs. A rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties.
Right, get me out of this. It's still bugged. Still bugged though. Can I save it? I need to save it. I need to save it to get me out of this weird loading bug.
Breakfast is at
Hey, we fixed it.
Tomorrow will be eggs, toast.
Oh my god, that's scary, look.
Orange juice, tea, coffee. Service stops at 9. Lunch.
FPS solar, yeah, it's a bug. It's basically a VRAM thing. Why am I having so many problems with this card? Because of the VRAM. We're using about 16 gigs of VRAM here, but we've only got 12, so... not a good idea.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Not a good idea to be using, you know, more like 4 or 5 gig more than what you have.
Stop them from going there. The police have tried to lock it up, but you know young people, they're persistent. Now, as for myself and partial journalists,
Do I get the same problem with path tracing up? No, not as badly, no. Because path tracing takes about 3 gigs of VRAM. So if we're using 16, we switch that off. We're using 13. We still don't have enough, but it's not as bad. I do need to save this though, because I do need to head off. When will this... Did this auto-save at some point?
I don't have the key.
And I'll have to pick this up another time. Doesn't seem like... Do you think there's a save in this house? There's got to be, isn't there? There's a save on floor 2. What floor are we on, though? That's the ground floor. This is 1.
Need the key.
Don't think it recommends it. Well, it was recommending what 4080 for 4K, so 4090 is obviously with the DLSS and stuff. You can play it.
Getting in is forbidden for your own safety.
Right, who said there was a save on floor 2? Get him out.
But in the end, stand the test.
Sheesh, didn't see you there.
I'm joking. I don't think there is a save here, though. This is the second floor here, right? Maybe on the first floor. Is it like rec room or something? That's him in the bed. Donna. Oh no, wait.
Such a shame.
We got more stuff in here. I didn't check all the rooms on this floor. Here we go, here it is. Boom. Save it. 12 hours. Whew. Right. That's gonna be it for me. I need to go and I've got some stuff to do. Try and edit some videos, eat some food and stuff. But it's been fun playing through this. I don't know how much longer we've got. We've definitely got some more cards still to check it out. I'm not sure. I might try and play some more of the finals over the next couple of days because it ends on the 5th. Actually, it ends tomorrow. I'll have to check the times then. I'll check the times on it. But yeah, hope you have a good evening. And I'll catch you tomorrow.